Okay, looks like I am live. Welcome to Vintage Story with Fish. Today's going to be a short little video. As I was doing some work on one of my new constructions, I was thinking about somebody who was struggling with beams, and I thought this would be a good opportunity. Although I did a lot of work with it already, I think I can finish up what I need to and give some good examples on how to use the beams. And also for anybody out there who struggles with them, because it did take me a little while, but I think I'm there. Although I did have a couple incidents where the beam anchor points were over through the wall, and I had to break the block to get to it. And you'll see what I mean by the anchor points. That is one of the things I am really looking forward to on 122, which is the ability to have crowbars to take those off so you don't have to bust apart blocks, because if anybody has worked with them, they know that it's such a pain in the rear end sometimes to really get it done. And then I see what this guy's got. What's going on, Sasha? Any good stuff here? That's where I get a lot of wallpaper from him. Although I do have one of those blueprints to make a new one. So let's cruise back over here and cruise on down the road. And here you're starting to see the new construction. I wanted to make just a dock really for my boat Dodo, and wanted to get this done before winter because I was sick of just parking it down here. And then all of a sudden it turned into a boathouse. So let's take a look at the boathouse real quick, and then I'll show you where I'm going to be doing the beams. So here's my boathouse. Went with some lighter brown colors. I didn't want anything that popped too much and stood out of the scenery at all. And as you can see, I have used beams in a couple places here. I have some beams on the railings up here. I've put beams around the windows, and I put some beams around these windows. And I have two other sets of windows on the other side to do, so I thought I could show what that looks like. So let's get up here, and I don't know if I can put dirt on top of plants. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, there's my stack of dirt right in the slot I was. Yep, so you can't do it, so let's get that out of the way. Okay. So one of the things with beams is that it does work in all axes. So if you're going to stretch it, you could stretch it out towards you, away from you, up, down. It will go in a lot of different directions. It's always good to have some way to get the full, oh darn it, I gotta get rid of this plant, the full place that you're going to work on. I guess make sure you have some kind of scaffolding if it's working up high, because you will have to kind of position yourself right. So I have some beams. You can look up how to make your beams, but what you need to do is you need to point it where you want to put the beam. You're going to right click, and it's not going to work probably because I'm too close. Will it work there? Hold on, let me get over here. There it is. So you can see, and what I mean by, see how it comes out towards you, it'll go away. You could put it into there. But what I'm looking to do is to stretch it along here and put it out that far. I should have put another dirt block here so I could have walked it, but oh gosh, I am just having trouble walking today, I guess. Let's put up another stack of dirt. Okay, maybe I should make them the other way too, because I'm just falling. You think I would have had some of my Aquavita. Okay, so we have that. Maybe I will bring it out just a little bit so I can show you from a different perspective here. A little bit further out. Okay. So I've placed it here to here, but I wanted to place it a little bit past the block, and I made a mistake. If you look, see, I look at this here. you can see that there's an anchor point. It kind of is a hit point, or a hit box rather. So you could take your axe or your pick or whatever. I found both basically work the same almost. And there it is. It'll put your blocks back. So let's try this again. So I want to start here, and I want to walk down here, and I want to have it one past. Now that's what I want. So now I'm going to do the same on the top. See how it catches, but I grabbed it the wrong way. Now, this is a perfect example of how this is going to be difficult to remove, and I should have been so casual with it. Okay, there's the hitbox. Okay, got lucky there. I thought it was inside. Okay, let's start again. Let's put it over here. There we go. Now, you could just do this if you can eyeball it right, and I think I just did. Let's see if I was right. And I was. Okay, good. And if I get the shovel out, let's just beat the dirt down. We'll get all our droppings later. All right, so now I'm ready for this part. So I'm going to grab right here on top of that one, and I'm going to go down to here, and you can see it stops, and now we have that part. And watch the edge, and I'm going to do the same here. So I'm going to grab about there, bring it down to here, and stop. Now we have a window frame made with our beams. Okay, great. That's an example that we have. I will show you another use example. Let's get all our stuff here first. Okay. Let's go do a little swimming. Bloop. Okay. Oh, not there. Okay. We need to do the other side. But while it's daytime, we're going to show a little tour of the boathouse. So here's the boathouse. I think these banners just like match perfectly. They look awesome. I'm trying to make this look like it's a dock that's being used. Brought some corn down here in case I want to make something. Little boar spear, look like a harpoon. Here's some other tools, storage, barrels. We're going to go up to the pantry area with our brandy that we have for the sailors. Some storage, cooking area. And then for the boat keeper, they can come up to their living space here, which has the most fantastic view. And one of my favorite little gotchas from Ruins, or actually from the Resident Archive. Look at that view. Some little knickknacks around here. This just leads up to where I put the lantern or the gas lamp. And that really, you know, you could walk up here, I guess, and stand and look a little bit, but it's a little cramped if you're claustrophobic. And that's that. So I was going to show just one more kind of use of the beams here. So as you can see, I put little supports here. I call everything little for some reason. I'm going to take that down. There it goes. Drops down there. I get back the pieces that I used, which is 1-to-1. So again, you find your spot where you want to put it. Right click. Now you can see you can move it around. Place it wherever you want, but be cautious. You could skew it that way or that way. You can get a little bit more of an angle if you don't, you know, I like to go center, but if you were looking to go to the very edges and get some kind of angle or something, you could play with it. And then once it's in place, you right click again, and voila, you have anchor points. I almost feel like that could go in more, but I'm not going to tinker with that right now. So, yeah, that was my short video on showing how to use beams in the game. And I'm just like blown away at how awesome they look. And it took forever for me to start using them. But look at these frames. I think they look better than a chiseled frame. And if you have the right eye and you match the right woods, I think it really could complement whatever it is you're making. So that being said, that's our short video. Hope you enjoyed and have a great day. Spend time with your family, friends, pets, all the things that are important in life. Take care and God bless.